Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is the new moon energies reading for the new moon in Aries on April 20th, 2023. And these readings are for the energies in and around the new moon and solar eclipse on April 20th and leading up until the full moon on May 5th, which there is also a partial lunar eclipse. So this reading is going to attempt to tie all that in. I'd also like to remind everyone that you can get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. Also, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. It's always most appreciated. I also want to send a big heartfelt gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone that you can feel free to check out the beginning of the month readings, the middle of the month readings, the full moon readings, and I just released a reading just for the solar eclipse, so you might want to check that out as it plays a role in these energies. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what are the energies in and around the new moon in Aries on April 20th, 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. That's too many. Three of Cups. It's too many. And if those cards are meant to come out, they will come back out again. Too many, too many. One more, please. Thank you. All right. We have the 3 of Cups, the Empress card. We have the 9 of Wands at the bottom. We have the Queen of Swords here. So with the 3 of Cups, there's definitely a celebratory energy around this new moon. Also with the eclipse, do expect celebrations. But I feel like collectively we are kind of in a celebratory mode, gathering together with friends, and in some cases pooling energies together to begin anew. We have the Empress card, so there is a lot of growth available for us during this new moon. There is new opportunities. The Spirit is kind of asking us to embrace our goddess element at this time. Now, whether you're a man or a woman, we all have masculine and feminine aspects to ourselves, and we all have goddess aspects to ourselves. Embracing these types of qualities here, perhaps these types of practices, and definitely getting out in nature is going to play a big role for us all collectively under this new moon. Get out under the stars, get out in nature. There is this 9 of Wands. So in the past few cycles, we have definitely felt tattered, but we're tattered, we're not torn. It has been a test of faith, but we persist. We keep moving forward. And at the bottom, we have the Queen of Swords. So it's with this type of energy that we move forward. We're wounded, but we're not out here. So we're being very direct with our energy and moving forward here. So I feel like whatever has wounded us in the past has really made us quite a force to be reckoned with here, and that is going to come into play in the next 2 weeks, if not under the new moon itself. Please give us 3 cards for what are the energies in and around the new moon in Aries on April 20th, 2023. 3 cards, please. Thank you. All right, we have the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. So we have 2 sevens here. Confidence. 7 is the number of confidence. So we are moving forward with a lot of confidence. Like I said, what has wounded us in the past has only made us stronger. And this is kind of fueling this confidence. Whatever trials we have overcome over the past couple months, we're starting to see the fruit of that hard work, is what I feel like. A lot of people have been doing a lot of hard internal work or energy work. We have the 7 of Wands here. So we are persevering. We have felt this poke and prod from the universe. This card is kind of indicating that it's not over entirely, but we know how to weather these types of things. We know how to get in the protective stance when we need to. But the poke and prod persists a little bit as we move forward. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So collectively, we are starting to look in a more long-term way, kind of seeing what in our reality, society, etc., is not sustainable, and we're really beginning to focus on what is sustainable. Because what I feel like what is not sustainable is going to become really obvious with the eclipse, the new moon, and as we move into the full moon. So really, collectively, we start to look ahead here. And we have the 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups, this is kind of this celebration about to begin. Again, there is this celebratory kind of energy. There's also before any party or event or concert begins, there is this building of a crescendo of energy until the band starts playing. It's like if you've ever been to a big show and they've got a long set break in the middle, the energy just builds and builds and builds until the second set or the second band comes on. And so this is kind of what's taking place here. And I feel like this kind of stretches from the new moon to the full moon here, of this energy of this something that is about to pop off. We have the Devil card here. So definitely I feel temptations, addictions, things like this are going to bubble to the surface. They're going to want some attention. And that is, of course, your choice how you want to engage with these things. Also, collectively with the eclipse, whatever comes to light during that and the new moon may have us feeling a little restricted, may have us feeling a little trapped. For some of us, this may expose some unhealthy relationships, some fears that are now perhaps becoming reality. There may be some sexuality tied up in this and some of the celebrations and things like this, but I feel like that is more on a personal note for some of you. But there are these things bubbling up for attention here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what should we keep an eye out for? What should we be mindful of? Take note of in and around the new moon on April 20th and leading up until the full moon and lunar eclipse on May 5th. All right. The Ten of Pentacles. All right, 2 more cards, please. Thank you. And we have the Four of Cups and the Princess of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. Again. So we have the Ten of Cups. This is definitely, the Spirit is wanting us to keep an eye out for this long-term wealth and abundance. We have our eye on the horizon. We're wanting sustainable results. The Spirit is saying, take note of when you notice where someone is experiencing sustainable results in the way that we are collectively thinking about it. This kind of feels like right after the new moon. How are we thinking about this? Do take note of what we see working for others. And we can definitely take a note of that. But there are these opportunities for this long-term success here. But we have to pick up what the universe is laying down. We have the Four of Cups here. So this is definitely a call to meditate. Also, like this, we're wanting, let's say, something that we don't currently have here with the Seven of Pentacles, looking for sustainable results. And so the Spirit is saying, well, do be mindful of where you see 10 Pentacles, where you do see sustainable results. And this is kind of like this Four of Cups, whereas in the Rider-Waite, there is a cloud presenting the fourth cup to the individual. And so this is this fourth cup that the universe is trying to show us here. So we have the Princess of Swords. So emotions are going to be high. You may feel a little tested at this time. You might find that other people are a little bit reactionary, perhaps responding to things in what could be interpreted as an immature way. There's this short fuseness, this ready to react. So the Spirit is wanting you to be mindful of this within yourself, and just be mindful of it. We have the Three of Cups again. In this deck, they're calling it the Abundance card, but this is speaking about the abundance of friendship, family, and pooling your energies with your community, your local community, your local friends and family. This is going to become really important on the new moon, and I feel like moving forward, probably for the rest of the year, this coming together in family and finding abundance in this close-knit community. All right. Please give us 3 cards. How can we best utilize the energies of this new moon in Aries on April 20th? How can we best utilize these energies? 3 cards, please. Thank you. That came out real strange. All right, the 7 of Pentacles again. All right. Wow. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Thank you. All right. I see. Okay. 1 more card, please. Okay, that's too many. That's too many. 1 more card, please, for the people. 1 time, please. Okay. As soon as I give up, it's like, there you go. All right. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and at the bottom we have the Death card. So with the 7 of Pentacles, again, we're taking this long-term view. We're wanting sustainable results. I feel like this is, on a collective level, this is culturally at this time as humans, we're wanting sustainable results. And this feels like in security, finance, food supply, housing costs across the board. The way things are going, it's not sustainable. And so collectively, something happens on the eclipse, and this kind of locks in to where we all know that we need to make a change. And on the 6 of Swords, this person is moving from darkness to light. The eclipse reading was very much about that very fact of collectively we are moving from darkness to light, if we can catch that ride. But this is a rite of passage for us, and the Spirit is asking us to kind of lean into this transition. It may feel a little bumpy, and we are being asked to let go of some things that are not sustainable, because we can't actually make this rite of passage. We can't go from darkness to the light here with some of what we have going here. And just the imagery on this card is this person, let me see if this is in the shot. This person is moving from darkness to light, but you see there's like a oil pipe open, there's sewage spilling out. This is the earth, and we're kind of moving into this more green zone. So again, moving from something that's not sustainable into something that is not only sustainable, but is going to nurture us. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like once we all get on this that type of page together, and I feel like there's going to be a couple different things that begin here. Some of us will be focused on having something sustainable, but I feel like there's a lot of different movements forward about creating positive change here. Because I feel like whatever we see on the eclipse will kind of make it necessary for this change. So we become very focused in on what we are wanting to nourish at this time. And again, we're not reaching here or there. We're really focused on the future here. And with the Death card, this is marking an ending of the old. With the eclipse, this is a porthole. Like the eclipse reading also said, there's no going back. We go through. It's a one-way door. We can't go back. So that what we are leaving behind is ending. This is a major transition, and this is sparking a profound change for us on a collective level. The Spirit is really asking us to let go of any attachments that we may have had, and again, lean into this change. Now, on this card, there's a person selling their house. They're moving away. So there's this big change, this big movements taking place from this ending here. And with every ending, there is again this new. So these people are moving out of this house. They are moving into a new house, new location, having this new experience. All right. Please give us 3 cards. How can we best harness the energies of this new moon in Aries on April 20th, 2023? 3 cards, please. Thank you. Page of Swords. Two more cards, please. Thank you. 4 of Wands, 1 more. And the 4 of Cups again. At the bottom, we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have the Page of Swords. We are collectively definitely starting a new, almost not a new path. We're just starting anew here. The reset, refresh. So with the Page of Swords, searching for something sustainable in this way, and this might be something a little bit different for everybody, but we are going to have to be studious. We're going to have to seek out the knowledge for how to make this work here. And this is all kind of sparked on this Page of Swords. This page is pulling back the curtain and revealing what appears to be this body on the ground. So collectively, whatever we see on the eclipse is kind of like this scene, and it's kind of like, oh, there's a shocking moment. What has seen can't be unseen to these the innocent eyes of the page. The innocence or naivete, we're all going to kind of be stunned, to the very least, of what we see play out here. But even though it is kind of grim, it is sparking these things into motion. This is kind of lighting this fire underneath us to where we're collectively now moving towards this 4 of Wands energy. So this feels like we're kind of coming home to our natural self, moving from the darkness to the light here. And again, this very celebratory energy. And again, with community, where it was 3 of Cups, this kind of community type of celebration. So again, friends, family, your close-knit community is going to be really important here. So there might be craziness going on around the world, but if your pod can function and thrive at this time, it's kind of saying, like, allow yourself to thrive at this time. Do what you can do where you're at. And there's that saying, blossom where you're planted here. And that's kind of what is being asked of us, because what is going to be seen is going to kind of be global, and it's going to spark these movements into motion on local levels for us. We have the 4 of Cups again. This person is reading this book, it's almost like they're looking away, but they can't help. They have to peek and see what it is. And this is kind of like what we're seeing. It's like we have to look away from it, but it's like we have to see what it is. So this is how we kind of feel about what we're seeing on the eclipse and probably into the new moon as the news reels run. It's like we don't want to look, but it's like we have to see what just happened to the world. We have the Page of Pentacles. So, again, collectively, we are moving forward from whatever this is and starting this new. We're starting this new path of manifestation kind of at this local level, if that makes sense, and really finding abundance because of that, because we're focused on what we have at hand, and that's going to be something completely different for everybody. Interesting read. Interesting. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is the collective inner climate like, inner landscape like for the energies in and around the new moon on April 20th and leading up until the full moon and partial eclipse on May 5th. The dragonfly. All right. 1 or 2 more, please. Thank you. All right, we have the dragonfly and the eagle. So, magic. So, new moon, I would say, is a good time for certain types of magic, and so you may be engaged in that. Also, in and around this eclipse is whether or not you're engaged in magic, you're definitely going to feel that energy because it's electric with magic. Collectively, we're kind of moving more spontaneous. We're kind of stepping off of the beaten path. And for a lot of us, this may be such hard to see that collectively there may be a lot of unplugging from social media, things like this, immediacy. So there's this sense that action must be taken now and change. This action must be taken towards change. So collectively, we're kind of feeling that. So whatever we're seeing has this effect on us. Eagle. So vision, we're collectively, we have this vision for the future. We're moving from darkness to light, whatever that means. That may be more sustainability. That may be, that's going to be something different for everybody. But we're all seeking freedom. So what we see puts our freedom in question. Are we free now? Is that's going to be the question. Authority. So we're perhaps seeing that some authorities don't have our best interest at heart. So we are taking back the authority, and this is sparking inspiration for this new future moving forward. I'm being very delicate on how I talk about this. Please give us 3 cards. What would you like to leave everyone with for what is the energies in and around the new moon on April 20th, 2023? The 9 of Wands again. The Ace of Cups. 1 more, please. No, 1, please. Thank you. All right. 9 of Wands, Ace of Cups, Page of Wands. Excuse me, and the 8 of Swords. So again, the last few cycles has us in this wounded warrior type of thing. Whatever we see too is going to have us kind of in this uh, wounded warrior kind of stance. It's definitely going to test our faith in a lot of different things. Um, but also in a way, as we step into this kind of wounded warrior aspect of ourselves, do know that we're also stepping into the warrior aspect of ourself, wounded or not. We have the Ace of Cups here, so it's like collectively, and this isn't going to be for everyone, of course. Of course, you probably wouldn't be listening to this reading, though. Anyway, we're kind of becoming this warrior of love, this warrior of compassion, this Ace of Cups, and kind of finding this collective merging with this divine will, if you will. And this is kind of grace at this time. Not everybody is going to receive this warrior of love energy here. I feel like if you're drawn to this reading, you're hearing this, you must be one of those that are going to be this warrior of love. If this reading is resonating with you, of course. But to say that, not everyone is going to have that type of reaction to it. So do know that everybody's going to have their own reaction to it. This is going to spark a lot of movements. Not all will necessarily be in alignment with your movement. So that is going to spell some things as we move forward into the summer. But we have the Page of Wands. So this new path is essentially wide open for us to be this warrior of love and take action in that way, because we're seeking freedom. We're seeking this endless freedom. With the Eight of Swords at the bottom, collectively we are dealing with some self-imposed restrictions. So, how to say this? There are some things that you may feel drawn to do that may feel not like something you would normally do, but you're feeling this urge to do this thing, make this movement. These self-imposed restrictions a lot of times are societal in nature, or they've been implanted. These are seeds that are planted when we're very young, either by society, family, some sort of structure has planted these seeds to keep us in this state, bound, blindfolded, surrounded by danger. And this is something that we're being asked to break. And I feel like this is here because, for the most part, those self-imposed restrictions are being broken. And finding success, feeling this confidence, riding high, feeling very proud about ourselves, even though there may be some haters amongst us. Moving forward with this successful change, this successful conclusion, and it's only just begun. But it's like we're moving forward with the successful completion already in our grasp. So this is definitely a level up collectively. Most likely we are seeking some level of guidance on the implications of all this on the spiritual level. This may have us recalibrating our spiritual beliefs, and this kind of goes across the board on the collective here. So we're also doing a lot of learning at this time. And the Ace of Wands. So this is It may not appear like it initially, but this is this gift of growth from the universe here. And it is this that is going to inspire this new world that we are about to create. And we have the Nine of Cups. So again, this crescendo bubble that is just dying to pop here. And we'll see exactly what this is, but this feels good because it is a celebration type of energy that is about to pop off, where we're feeling very satisfied with the outcome, whatever that may be. I can see it. All right. We have the Hermit card. So even though there's what feels like social action taking place, and pooling together with your local community, you're also spending some time alone, doing some soul searching, seeking guidance from the divine. And so this is having kind of like a multi-pronged effect, because it's causing us to want to create change, but also really get in touch with this spiritual aspect, or this soul aspect of ourself, and seeking this guidance of our own heart at this time. Also, meditation is going to be really important. And even though there is this community efforts and things at play, you may also be spending just as much time alone and kind of withdrawing. So do expect that kind of balance of being very social and then just as much time alone. So I think that's a good place to end this reading. Everyone, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for this new moon. And this does feel a little topsy-turvy in the energy. There's some shock, there's some awe, but it is also sparking change and this seeking within, seeking that light within. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. Once again, like I said, however you're taking this in, you are most appreciated. And everyone, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.